Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Bishop, the Tier 5 British SPG, located on the south spawn of Steps. This one is under the command of Sergeant Pancho. Now he's got the 4.5 inch howitzer, and as you can see, 2 marks of excellence already on the barrel. So let's see how he gets on in this game. Okay, battle started, but his gun's dropped, so maybe he's not loaded into the game yet. The Bishop is based on the Valentine tank, so it's rather slow, and the casement was actually put on instead of a turret, and the gun mounted inside that. Now normally when they were firing, the back doors of the Bishop would be open, and the driver would get out of the vehicle and he'd take the ammunition and place it on the engine deck, which is that corrugated area, and then the loader would place it into the machine, into the breech. I'm saying to the machine, into the gun. Now the Bishop does have a very short range, and in fact in reality they actually had to park the thing on the slope in order to extend the range. Mainly because they couldn't raise the gun within the casement, but the casement was basically fixed design, so they couldn't alter that in any way. In fact, actually it's the mount for the gun that dictated how high they could elevate it. Okay, well, Sergeant Pancho's got to his firing position. This game is from 2018, by the way, so it's the 9.22 client. Rounds out the Cromwell. Direct hit. Now we lost sight of him just before the shell arrived, but there was no explosion, so we know we hit him. Now one of the great things about the Bishop is it's got a very fast fire rate. And another good hit from that 4.5 inch, which is capable of 450 alpha and penetrating 28mm of armour, and the T28 doesn't have much armour at all. And he's got his first kill. T28 took the round, even though the Cromwell actually distracted him and made him back off. The round still went into him. Now I think he's going to line up a shot on that T34, but unfortunately the T34 stopped suddenly, so he's picked another target. In fact, actually he's found a Marder 38T, holding back a little way. Rounds out, and he's pulled back to... Oh! That was a kill shot! It must have landed right in the cockpit, killed everyone on board. Well, that tank's just died. That was an M8A1, but there was an Electo there for a brief moment. He's fired a round in, but we didn't see any results. Going for the Cromwell this time. The guy stopped to take a shot. We could get a kill with this round. He looks away. Oh, he's one of these players who looks away after he shoots. I think I'll have to take control of the camera if he keeps doing that. Okay, IKV 103 rounds out. And, well, he's actually killed the IKV 103. And he switched to his next target, which this time round is a Matilda. Lines up the shots. Rounds out. And he's killed that one too. That's 5 kills now, one more, and he gets a Top Gun. He's now selected an Excelsior, a short distance away. He won't be able to kill that one with one shot, surely. No, he just got a critical hit on it instead. But there is a Type T34, the Chinese version of the Type 34, or T34 rather. And the guy's on the move at the moment. Now this is the pre-HD map, as you've probably noticed. So it does look slightly different than the current map. There's normally in fact there's a water area over on this particular part of the map on the HD one. Fires around ahead of the Type T34, but he didn't give him enough lead. And in fact it now means that Type T34 is going to be coming into sight very shortly, because he's only a short distance away. But he stopped at the corner, and that might give us an opportunity to get a kill shot on him, and this might be a Top Gun. Lined up the shot and rounds out. Well, he did get a hit, but he didn't get the kill because there's still 4 hit points on that Type T34. But he might get him in the next round. He's almost loaded. He's loaded, ready to go. Rounds out. And no, didn't get it. So we need somebody to spot that tank for us. It's only a few hit points. Lines him up, rounds out. This time he gets him, and that's a top gun. There's only 4 enemies left in this game. And, well, it's a Nashorn, an M41 HMC, a Fifi, and a Hetzer. And they found the Fifi. And in fact, it looks like they're going to engage them. They found the Hetzer as well. But I'm afraid they're just too far away at the moment for Sergeant Pancho to get a shot on them. Now, although they've mounted a 4.5-inch howitzer on the Bishop in the game, it actually carried a Ordnance quick-firing 25-pounder, which was the standard British armament or artillery piece used at the time. They only built 149 Bishops, which is why there's so few of them left. Quite a lot were lost, and in fact, actually, they stopped production when they realised they could build the Sexton instead. There's the Fifi. Well, he's very low on hit points, lining up a shot on him, work out where he's going, and rounds out. Will this be a kill? It is! He took him out with that shot, so that's 7 kills now. He's 1 short of getting a Radley's. And there's still 3 enemies out there, so he could get a Paul's medal if he can kill all of them. He needs his teammates to spot them though first. Okay, we're having a quick look towards the cap. Now he's nicely positioned in the bushes here at the moment. When he moves forward, he might become visible to that Hetzer. So he's reluctant to move that much further forward, but he can't shoot that much further over the railway lines. You notice there he's got a flattened reticule. When it goes oval, that's when you're near maximum range, and when it goes flat, you are at maximum range, and he is outside maximum range. And unfortunately they've killed the Nashorn, so that kills any chance that Sergeant Pancho's going to get a Paul's medal. It's still possible for him to get a Radley's though. It's very rare to get Arty medals in, or Radley Walters in an Arty. In fact, it's fairly rare to get one in a Kolobanov's in an Arty, or even a Paul's medal for that matter. But some members have done it, so it's not unknown. There's only 1 enemy left now, so if he doesn't get the Hetzer, then I'm afraid he's going to miss out on the Radleys. They just need to find it first though. Now there was so little room in the Bishop, they actually had to carry a trailer or tow a trailer behind the tank. And towing a trailer, as David Fletcher will tell you, is not ideal for a tank because it can foul things up tremendously, especially if you want the tank to reverse. Because of course, as you know, the trailers, if you reverse up, they tend to go in any old direction. Depends on the angle. There's the Hetzer. He's got him lined up. Yes! That's a Radley's, and wins the game for Sergeant Pancho in his Bishop. And now he does his victory dance. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Here's the end of battle stats for this game, and it was a first class tanker for Sergeant Pancho in the Bishop. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 13. A Radley Walters medal for getting at least 8 kills. He got 8 exactly. And he also got a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. But there was no high caliber in this one, so somebody else must have beaten him to the punch, or he didn't get 20%. You can see this game took place on the 2nd of March 2018. Let's have a look at team score. Oh, click that. That's better. Clicks it off. And if we look at damage, yes, we can see what happened. It was the enemy Fifi. He managed to get the highest damage in the game, 1,440 hit points. And he did pick up the high caliber, so he got 20% just by beating Sergeant Pancho. Sergeant Pancho got 1,333 hit points, which is not bad. And the M41 HMC did well in the game, 1,091 hit points of damage. So all 3 Arty managed to get over 1,000 hit points. None of the tanks did. When it came to kills, it was Sergeant Pancho. Of course, he got 8 kills. The next high scorer was the Fifi, who only got 3 kills. And 2 kills went to the Striv M42, the Valentine, the Cromwell B, and 1 member of the enemy team there, Matilda. When it came to base XP, He's got the highest on that one as well with 784, so 2 out of 3 on the columns. 679 went to the Shriv M42 and 642 went to the Cromwell B on his team. The Fifi on the enemy team only got 416. He fired 16 rounds in that game, got 11 direct hits and 11 penetrations. He didn't miss much actually. 1 splash damage as well, 1,333 hit points, of which 1,266 were at more than 300 meters. So there was some close range shots, including of course that shot on the Hetzer, because of course that was very close range. He also damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 8 of them, and did 136 hit points of damage assistance. On a free-to-play account, he earned 18,890 credits from the game, and after ammunition resupply, took away 14,890 credits. He earned 784 base XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 1,568 experience points altogether. So, Bishop, Turkey Hunt, 8 kills. Yes, certainly was, wasn't it? This little Arty does work well on the Steps map. In fact, one of the members of What Arty Noobs has actually won a Radley Walters medal on this very map, and I remember doing the video for it a while back. So I do know that the Bishop is fairly good to play on the Steps map. Maybe it's not so good on some of the other maps where it can be a bit handicapped by the distance between the players. You have to get awfully close to the players, and sometimes suicidally close, in order to get shots on them, and that can be a bit of a problem. And certainly it doesn't work well in city maps where there's walls in the way. But well done to Sergeant Pancho for getting a Radley Walters. We won't see many of them past 1.13 because I'm afraid Wargaming has made it next to impossible for Arty to get these sort of medals in future. In fact, I very much doubt you'll see very many players with Gauze medals in the future, and we intend to have a look at that and find out how many people actually get these medals between the two different clients, between the last one, the 1.12, and of course the new one, the 1.13. So I rather suspect we're going to see a dramatic decrease in the number of medals earned by Arty. I hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.